an emergency.
They really have, and they've ended up in their hands. You know, I think the Titans play those passing lanes maybe just a little bit better and not allow that little cross-court pass.
Side out for the Cardinals after it hit White last.
Important possession here offensively, I think, for North Central, trying to keep their momentum.
Simmons-Doxey dribbles off her foot, and a great job by Laura Mallon getting down low.
Yeah, right there off the downhill drive and was able to create the turnover.
Mallory Powers goes to work and gets it. That's one thing I'm really impressed by. Mallory Powers able to do it all. Works with both guards and posts in practice, and she's fantastic at both ends of the offensive side.
Yeah, at 5'10", she was able to take advantage of her size there, and really an easy look, but great footwork.
Titans ahead by 7, not for long. McClure with the mid-range.
Yeah, and second, third time this half that the Titans just seemed a little bit mixed up defensively, leaving, some offensive players open.
White on the step through, and it rolls.
Yeah, good finish there by Sawyer White. I'm not sure if you're the Titans you want that shot, but she was able to capitalize.
McClure again left open. Can't make the Titans pay this time. Kiefer had an opportunity if she went straight up, but took a dribble and it cost her.
Yeah, I think she didn't expect to be so alone there, and then, made the shot harder than it needed to be.
Powers down low. Second go. Knutson. Titans reset.
Great job on the offensive glass there, giving them a third opportunity in this possession.
9 to shoot. Powers from her home. Too short. Tapped around. Still on the ground. Palmer on the floor. Arrow favors North Central.
Really good job there trying to give themselves another opportunity. Like the ball movement. Got a good look. You're going to live with that if you're the Titans. Chance here. Yep.
Go ahead.
Just chance here for the Titans to set up their press and hopefully create an opportunity for a turnover.
Sophia Feeney into the game, and it is 3 on Huber. That decision has been made. So she'll be out at least until the end of the third quarter, you'd expect.
Yeah, I think it's probably a see how this quarter goes, and, if they're comfortably still, holding on to the lead, I think she sits there till the fourth.
Out of bounds. North Central maintains possession. It also depends on how the Titans are playing without her. Keep in mind, she missed the first game between these two teams last year with injury.
Absolutely, and leading scorer today. So, going to be important that they're able to maintain or even extend this lead.
Simmons-Doxey against Feeney. And a great job from the Bloomington native walling her off. 2-on-2 for the Titans. The split and the close.
Great attack there by Kate Palmer. Splits the defenders and finishes.
Palmer's got 13. Under chaos, Laura Mellum, a freeway. Yep.
Really good job there. Trotter picked it up right over half court, and that's the passing lane I was talking about. Malum was able to get there, kind of create some confusion on the pass, and able to go the other way and finish.
Titans with their first double-digit lead of the day. Timeout North Central. End of the third quarter when we come back on IWSports.com.
Why is Illinois Wesleyan the #1 school in Illinois for jobs? Maybe it's because we're the AND University. That's right, A-N-D. And here you can explore the arts and study in a pre-professional program, double major, and play a sport, do an internship, and study abroad. Your opportunities are endless. Set yourself apart with a degree from Illinois Wesleyan.
Titans lead by 11, their largest of the contest. See Brian Crabtree, the most recent National Player of the Year for Illinois Wesleyan. The Titan men take the court as soon as this one is through. They'll take on the Cardinals and will dedicate the 30th anniversary of the Shirk Center, an outstanding facility in which Crabtree made his name known. You could argue that if Old Yankee Stadium is the house that Ruth built, United Center is the house that Jordan built, New Yankee Stadium is the house that Jeter built, Shirk Center may be the house that Crabtree built.
I love that. It's always great to honor past legends.
Titans riding a 6-0 run over the last 2 minutes. And a foul called against Laura Malum. Malum just her first, so a little bit of breathing room there. Matt Sossler alongside Brittany Carper. Brittany, with this Titans team, you're always waiting for them to go on a run. We just saw it there.
Yeah, and they really, amped up the defensive pressure, creating some opportunities for themselves to get some easy baskets, and I think that's what they're really wanting to do is get some opportunities in transition.
McClure passed up the mid-range that she's hit a couple times this quarter for a 3, and Sanchez gets it.
Yeah, probably their best percentage three-point shooter gets a wide-open look after a little scramble there. So just what the, Cardinals needed out of the timeout.
First points of the day for the freshman. Knudsen can't answer on the other side. Paint vacant. McClure gets the rebound, and North Central's eventually able to get it over.
Yeah, a little reverse layup there by Knudsen, just in and out, but, you're going to be happy with the look.
Check again. Off the rim. And the Titans with a chance to run. Bardick against Sanchez, a one-on-one. Up, count it, and another.
Great finish there by Bardick after Sanchez was really hounding her the whole way down the court. Here the Cardinals, you're probably not happy with the 3 on the other end. Daly had a big mismatch, but, Titans took advantage, and Bardick with a great finish.
Take a look at that one more time. Those are momentum-shifting plays. Titan lead back to 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Bardick just held her off and was able to finish through the contact. A really nice play.
Can't complete the three-point play. One of the best free throw shooters the Titans have to offer. Palmer with the strip.
Really good hands there by Palmer.
Feeney, 3-ball. Off the toe. Sarah Bali and Kate Palmer tussle for the loose rock. Knudsen had some room. Step under. And the rim is the friend.
Yeah, nice roll there after the last one was in and out. A great move there by Katie Knudsen.
Knudsen has 8. And you figure if the Titans can keep the Cardinals at an arm's length, that benefits Lauren Huber's situation with 3 fouls.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you're kind of seeing the increased pressure here get to the Cardinals.
Off the toe, that goes the other way.
Nice job by Sarah Bali getting her hands there on the drive and right off the knee.
We've been monitoring Kate Palmer's assists today. She's 3 away from 200. She still needs 3 to get 200. No assists for the Geneva native. Ava Bardick has 4.
Yeah, and I don't think that's an absence of moving the basketball. Probably just haven't finished on some of her passes.
She has 13 points, and you can't be the passer and the scorer at the same possession. So Knudsen, the beneficiary of that.
Yeah, great drive there by Bardick. Little jump stop and an easy pass to Knudsen for the baseline jumper.
Knudsen's into double figures. 3-ball from Kiefer. Clank short. Titans let it go.
Yeah, nice extra pass there by Biz Daly. Kiefer had a nice look and just didn't finish. She's only shooting 20% on the year. So, again, Titans are going to be happy with that look, and, ball goes out of bounds.
It's the 4th time this year Knudsen has hit double figures, the 32nd in her career.
Really nice game from her. She's really good at that 10-15 area.
5 of 9 from the field for a player that started her career at SIUE as a 2, comes to Illinois Wesleyan, and is their primary 5.
Yeah, and that's the great thing, honestly, about Division III is you can be a little undersized, but have a skill set, and you can really play anywhere, and this system fits her perfectly for that.
Bally, wide open lane, closes it out.
Nice left-hand finish there by Sarah Bali.
Powers like a defensive back. Ball hits Maya Smith in the knee, but she'll applaud that every single day.
Absolutely, and that's the passing lane I was talking about that the Titans needed to start taking advantage of playing there. You're creating the long pass. If you're that kind of safety cornerback person like Powers was there, you want to run through that.
Powers comes from a long line in football around Amboys. The 3-ball from Schroeder rattles down.
Cardinals desperately needed that basket and a nice finish there off the assist from Simmons Doxey.
Powers also a big football fan herself. She's wide open down low. And just like a tight end in the middle of the end zone.
Yeah, great grab there in traffic and a nice finish by Powers.
She was the first one to ask in practice 2 days ago what the Penn State score was.
I love that. Multi-sport fan,
was the point of information when they went to the Alamo Bowl as Trotter scored the last 5. A lot of players, they weren't too familiar with the BYU-Colorado matchup. They said, I'll just sit next to Mal and see what she has to say about it, make me sound smart. Foul on Knutson off the miss.
Yeah, I like that, giving them some information, helping everyone be a fan. But Titans have let them loose a little bit. Trotter is the last 5, a really good drive the last time, and then, a good opportunity but didn't miss, and then, aggressively going after the offensive rebound on the foul.
Titans lead by 13. Outscoring the Cardinals 22-14 in the third quarter. Pass to no man's land. Kiefer is able to get the bailout. The short little jumper from Hartwig. First bucket for her. This 5'5" sophomore from Seneca.
Yeah, that ball bounced there. Knutson was kind of caught in between whether to aggressively go or leave the basket unattended. She chose the latter, and it didn't pay off.
Less than a second differential between shot and game clock. Hot potato off Knutson. Out of bounds, stays with the Cardinals.
Yeah, and I think Coach Maggie McCloskey-Bax was probably wanting them to hold the ball there anyway. So fortunately for them, they were able to keep the possession with not being much differential between game and shot clock.
If they hang on for the last shot, there's not going to be another chance for the Titans. Bowling ball pass to Hartwig, and it seems that whoever has the hot hand continues to go.
Yeah, and again, that bounced through about 3 different players and right into North Central hands, which we've seen a bunch today.
Titans for the third time today with a chance at a buzzer beater. They are 1 of 2. 5 seconds. White to Malum. 3. Yes!
Big basket there by Laura Malum. A nice drive by Sawyer White. An easy dish. And again, only the second made 3, I think, for the Titans today, but a big one here going into the fourth quarter.
The Barrington native with a momentum-shifting play as the Titans take a big advantage into the final frame of regulation, leading 61-49 on IWSports.com. Start of the fourth quarter at Shirk Center, Illinois. Wesleyan with a 12-point advantage over North Central. Matt Sossler alongside Brittany Carper. The Titans are 5 of their last 6 from the floor, including a dynamic Laura Malum 3 to put them back up by double digits.
Yeah, huge momentum going into the fourth quarter there. A big basket by Laura Malum. Only the second made 3 for the Titans on the day, but really increased the defensive pressure there in the third quarter. And the biggest stat line, I think, was there was no free throw attempts for North Central, which had really kept them in the game in the first half.
Also helps Illinois Wesleyan in terms of their foul trouble. It looked detrimental at halftime, but now heading into the fourth, they have a lot more flexibility.
Yeah, it can play a little bit more aggressively without the worry of going to the bench.
Including Lauren Huber, who has 3 fouls. Past tip still finds White.
Late shot clock here for the Titans.
Starting the time and score a little early, and it works if Huber can do that.
Yeah, got the ball there right in the center. Was able to drive, make a nice, tough left-handed finish.
Lombard native has 17. Pressure in the backcourt with 3 seconds to get it over. Big trouble, and yet again, North Central is able to complete these wild passes that are defended heavily.
Yeah, it's amazing how many have gotten through today. They kind of just throw it at the last second and hope it lands in their players' hands. And for them, fortunately, today it has.
Trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, and the Cardinals have made it work.
But again, if you're the Titans, you like what you did there. You trapped. You got a great pressure, and you're going to live with that.
White gets a hand in the way. 3-on-3 if they hurry. Palmer puts on the brakes.
Great decision there.
Pass goes right through the hands of Lauren Huber. A little bit of mustard on it from White.
Yeah, right idea there. Huber had a great flash. White just a little hard on the pass, but I like that decision by Palmer. She didn't like what she had out in front of her, pulled it out, and they were going to get a good look at the basket. Huber with a one-on-one opportunity, just a little bit hard.
Almost back-to-back steals for Illinois Wesleyan. Simmons-Doxey had a lane for a second, but had to regain herself. Goes up, count it, and she'll head to the line for two. First free throws of the half incoming for North Central.
Yeah, what we just talked about, they didn't allow any in the third quarter, and Simmons-Doxey, she's great at attacking the basket. So if you're Sawyer White there, I know you want to be aggressive. You like to try to get your hands on balls, but main focus there is to keep her in front, make her take a challenge shot.
The Downers Grove native makes her second trip to the stripe. She's 2 of 2. Make that 3 of 3. Simmons-Doxey has been in double figures 6 times. She's at 9 points as we stand. 19 points versus the University of Chicago. Had just 2 points and 5 points in the couple of games against Wesleyan last year.
Yeah, and I think that's, she's done a really nice job tonight. She does a great job facilitating, really gets to the rim.
Powers up strong, leaves it short. 3 on 2 for the Cardinals. Trotter fouled on her way up.
And that's what she likes to do. She loves to attack the basket. Mullen did the right thing, trying to wall up there, and Trotter just a little bit more aggressive. And now again, back to the free throw line for North Central.
It's the simplest way to claw back in a game in which you're trailing by a large amount. Get points with the clock stopped.
Yeah, absolutely. And, now you're at 2 fouls, only a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. So if you're North Central, it's got to still be the, priority there. Keep attacking the basket, try to keep getting to the free throw line.
Perfect pair from Trotter. This game is having a similar feel to the first game these two teams played last year up in Naperville. See if the Titans can right the ship offensively as North Central cuts it back down into single digits. Palmer for 3. Clanks just wide, actually would have been a long 2. Sanchez on the ground in big trouble. She calls timeout. That could mean something in the later going, Brittany.
Yeah, in a close game when you're trying to get back into it, you want to keep those, but she just really didn't have anywhere to go with the basketball. And so in order to save the possession there, you took the timeout. But that last possession by the Titans, you got a good look at the basket. So you're happy with the look there. With an 11-point lead, you're not trying to really force anything, and they took some time off the clock.
Titans lead by 11. In the game at Gregory Arena last year, the Titans got outscored at 20-9 in the fourth quarter. North Central forced overtime in which the Titans prevailed. However, based on the start of this fourth quarter, with North Central having the upper hand, just outscoring the Titans 3-2, but you feel that North Central is way more effective on the offensive side compared to Illinois Wesleyan.
Yeah, they've been able to break the press a couple times and get some easy looks, get some runouts after defensive stops. But, credit to them. They could have folded when they got down 11-13 and, 11-13 points, and they didn't. They, found ways to get baskets. And so, it's going to be important here coming out of the timeout that the Titans really look to get a couple defensive stops and then capitalize on the offensive end.
Titans send out Sawyer White, Ava Barrett, Kate Palmer, Laura Malum.
Yeah, Biz Daly's been quiet, so it'll be interesting to see if the Cardinals get into the front court and look to get her a touch, around the basket. But Titans have done a good job of really forcing her out and making her take some challenge shots.
Mallory Powers, the 5th player on the floor for Wesleyan. It's North Central basketball following the timeout called by Sanchez under duress. Pass goes to nobody. Palmer gets in the way, rolls behind her, and Sawyer White comes away and gets an extra possession for Wesleyan. Traffic on the floor, and White gets it over.
Yeah, really good job there. A little confusion by North Central, who was going to go grab the ball, and Titans capitalized. Nice job by Sawyer White.
Response from Hartwig, wide right.
She made her first 2 and was, trying to get a good one there and just didn't go down.
Second one from White, in and out.
quick shot there by the Titans. I know you made the last one, but maybe a little bit more time off the clock.
Trotter in a straitjacket. White on the reception, can't close.
Major numbers here for the Cardinals.
Hartwig with plenty of space, and she'll make that every time she shoots. Just 3 of 10 from 3, but again, the quantity is not there. She's made a few today.
Yeah, and she hasn't had a ton of minutes, so credit to her for coming in off the bench and really making an impact in this game.
Right there on the fast break as well. So following that Sawyer-White 3 over traffic, North Central with a miniature 5-0 run.
Yeah, I think Hartwig off the bench might have 9 points in, very limited time, so Titans need to really key into her now that she's playing in the game.
Free throw line for Powers. Creates a second chance for herself. No whistle called. Bardick. The lid still on the rim for Illinois Wesleyan, shooting just 3 of 17 behind the arc.
Yeah, Powers a little bit more open than I think she thought she was there.
Daly with the second chance. Yep.
Again, the guards there for North Central just really applying the pressure there. Even after a missed shot, gave an easy look for Daly at the basket.
Successful press break for the Titans. Down low to Palmer against Daly, the reverse. Yep.
Yeah, really good cut there by Kate Palmer. Nice find by Sawyer-White.
Palmer thought she had the takeaway on the tap. Stays with the Cardinals.
Yeah, it was a good effort there by Palmer. It looked like it could have gone out on North Central, but the official's right there, so we're going to trust his eyes on that one.
And at what point, if you're the Titans, do you start playing time and score under 6 minutes to go, leading by 9?
Well, when you create a turnover like that, I guess that answers it. But, I think where North Central has really capitalized is they've been able to get out and run and get some easy looks. And so I think if you're the Titans, you got to kind of find that balance of pressuring but still not allowing the easy baskets at the other end.
A little bit less of a pressure look from the Cardinals this trip up.
Yeah, more maintained, controlled.
Quick shot from Bardick, too much. Bardick with just 4 points today. No charge called as Bardick stepped up.
Yeah, that was kind of a bang-bang. Could have gone either way, and the referee chose not to call anything.
Basket and the foul. Grace Kiefer heads to the line, so a double-edged sword for Illinois Wesleyan. Cardinals are back within 7.
Nice drive there by Kiefer. Picked up the dribble early and was able to absorb the contact and finish to give herself a chance at the three-point play.
Foul on Huber. She has 4. And so decision time for Maya Smith. White takes Sophia Feeney's spot. So Lauren Huber, the All-American and leading scorer for Wesleyan, both on average and today, remains in the game with 4 to her name.
Yeah, and that will be big for her. She's still got to be aggressive, but, play smart. And really important the Titans are getting good offensive possessions here in a 6-point lead.
A 9-2 run for the Cardinals over the last 2.5 minutes. Knudsen trying to stop the momentum. Can't finish. Rebound. And a foul called against White against Kiefer. That's the 4th foul on Illinois Wesleyan. So we talked about free throws, Brittany. The Cardinals are 1 foul away from shooting the rest of the way, and we're less than midway through this 4th quarter.
Yeah, and conversely, the Cardinals haven't committed a foul. So, Cardinals are doing what they want to do. 1 more foul, they get an opportunity to get to the free throw line, which really has, helped their momentum here in the 4th quarter. So important the Titans are aggressive, but, without fouling, trying to keep them off the free throw line.
They pull Lauren Huber out, given the 4 fouls, not really playing that post position. Biz Daly not down there at the moment. And a foul called against Knudsen, count it in the foul.
Yeah, and that was tough. They had switched up there. Daly had the advantage. They tried to switch back late. Daly caught it and turned and, gets the foul on Knudsen there and a nice finish. But again, Titans have to kind of find that balance of pressuring but not allowing North Central to get loose in the offensive front court.
To make it a 1-score game, it is.
Titans need to get a good look here, work the ball around, get a nice offensive opportunity here.
12-2 run for the Cardinals. They've outscored the Titans 15-7 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, just a great job of attacking, finding easy opportunities.
Huber to put out the fire. Can't fall, but heads for a chance at a couple of free throws.
Yeah, and I like that opportunity there. The Titans did a good job. Huber's been really good on the offensive end tonight. Get her a touch. You're gonna live with that shot with Lauren Huber. You want her to have the ball in those moments and a great offensive possession there.
Huber 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Titans just 1 of 3 from the stripe today, make it 2 of 4.
Yeah, North Central done a good job of challenging at the basket without fouling, and you've seen a lot of misses and makes from the Titans, but just a good job of not putting themselves in foul trouble.
Just 1s and 0s down the line for the Cardinals for fouls. So no issues for Coach McCloskey backs.
Some pressure here again from the Titans. We'll see if they're very aggressive or kind of fall back. It looks like they're going to fall back a little bit and maintain and keep the Cardinals in front of them here.
Hartwig, 3, nothing but air. Titans let it go.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a see if I'm still hot there by Hartwig. Got her on a flare screen. Defender was right there, and a good defensive possession there by the Titans.
9 points for Hartwig. 1 of 2 from three-point land. A tussle on the ground. Jump ball. Arrow favors North Central.
Huber with the right idea, tried to get that to the middle there to Knutson, just kind of an errant pass. It was a little bit of a in-between of a bounce and a chest pass and just couldn't corral it.
It's the Titans press break that if they have to employ it, it's something they're not entirely used to.
Right, and that's what you kind of saw there. It was just some indecision and
out of bounds, and it stays with the Cardinals after it hit off of a Titan foot last.
Yeah, nice drive there by Simmons Doxey. Got downhill to her right hand, just didn't finish, but Titans were there, just couldn't corral the rebound.
Bardick checks in. Sawyer White takes a seat with 4 minutes flat on the game clock. Titans clinging to a 5-point advantage. Daly against Powers, and if they can do that, and it's going to be troublesome for Daly the rest of the way.
Yeah, good defense there by Powers. Challenged without fouling.
Powers, inlet pass tipped by Trotter.
Yeah, they were trying to get inside to the mismatch Knutson had, and sometimes everybody knows where the ball's going, and they were able to get their hands on the basketball. Right idea, just couldn't execute it.
Kiefer, 3, too much. Powers had some trouble off the tough carom, still able to corral.
Yeah, I'd like to see him slow down a little bit, get a good offensive possession here for the Titans.
Knutson 1-on-1. Titans forced to recycle. Powers spin around, too short, tapped all over. Powers gets it back. That's another 20 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think she realized how open she was to her left hand. She could have finished it. Spun back just a little short, but credit her to sticking with it.
Foul called against Kiefer on Knutson. Puts another 20 on the timer.
It's the second or third time that kind of middle of the court pass. The Cardinals have been aggressive from the backside, so Titans need to be mindful of that here the last 2:54.
Lauren Huber checks back in with 4 fouls.
If I'm the Titans, I'm probably trying to get her a look here. She's been really good on the offensive end today.
19 points for Huber. Bounce pass, Huber all alone, got it.
Yeah, really great ball movement there. Knutson trying to make the one more to Bardick, finally got it there, and then Huber cuts from the backside and finishes with her left hand.
Lead back to 7. Simmons Doxey in trouble, long 2, get it.
You'll live with that if you're Titans. You were right there, you defended it well. Just a really, sometimes good offense beats, good defense.
Palmer with 15 points, 10 rebounds, her first career double-double.
Titans running some clock here, which I like.
Palmer against the double with 5 to shoot. Bardick emergency 3 off the toe. And the Cardinals yet again with a chance to make it a 1-possession game. Simmons-Doxy to Daly, and it's down to 3.
Yeah, Simmons-Doxy has just put the pressure on the Titans all day. Really, really good in the open floor, and found Daly on the backside there, an easy basket.
Knudsen out to Bardick for 3. Yeah!
Huge 3 by Ava Bardick there. Hasn't shot it particularly well today, and what a pass there. Knudsen out to her and found her.
A massive 3 for the Lincolnshire native, doubling the advantage for Illinois Wesleyan. Also for Bardick, who's had a quiet couple of nights. It's good to get that rhythm back for one of the Titans' top scorers.
Absolutely, and she was there, feet under her, caught in rhythm. That's the thing the Titans have had. They're so veteran, and so these moments, they've all been in them, and you really see there she stepped up, not afraid to shoot it after she hasn't missed it. And that's what great shooters do. You're not always going to have great nights, but you find a way and still have belief in yourself that you're going to make the next one.
A packed crowd at the Shirk Center for the 30th celebration of this iconic arena, and they may have themselves another Shirk Classic in the first leg of the Twin Bill today. Titans leading 75-69 over the Cardinals. Illinois Wesleyan looking to remain perfect on the season. The Cardinals with a chance to pull off one of the biggest upsets of the campaign after falling to Milliken on Wednesday. Matt Sossler alongside Brittany Carper. Under 90 seconds to go in regulation.
Yeah, and a little delayed trap there from the Titans, but I like this here. Try to keep everything in front of you. Challenge shots, one and done on the rebounds.
Simmons-Doxy loses it on the spin. Foul called on the backside. So Simmons-Doxy takes a trip to the free throw line. The Cardinals will shoot the rest of this fourth quarter.
Yeah, she's been a thorn in Titan's side today. Just so dynamic in the open floor, and an opportunity there. Spun back. Palmer kind of got caught on the backside there and committed the foul.
Palmer's first. And if you're North Central on the flip side of this, what do you do? Assuming you're down by 4 with 1:05 to play.
Yeah, I think you're probably going to see a little pressure here. Play this possession out, and then see what happens. If you're the Titans, you want to run all this clock. I mean, I'm not even probably running a play here till around the 10-second shot on the shot clock.
10 on the timer. Bardick creates space, stripped out of bounds, off of Bardick's knee last, so North Central forces the turnover, down 5.
Good hands there by the Cardinals, and this is where that timeout situation comes in. They had to waste one earlier. I think if you're Coach Maggie McCloskey-Bask, you want that one back because you want to advance the ball here, and they don't have that opportunity.
Cardinals with just one timeout, Illinois Wesleyan with a pair. Hartwig for 3, and it goes.
Yeah.
Cardinals have cut it down to 2. Shot clock is off, so we know that North Central will have at least a shot to tie the game if the Titans don't complete a perfect pair at the free throw line.
Right, and that's a possession I think if you're the Titans defensively, you probably want back. You have 5-point lead there, and they got mixed up. I mean, she was wide open, and she's been the kid that's really beat them in the fourth quarter. And so I think here it's important we get a good clean inbounds, and but now the Cardinals have gotten this where they can stretch this game out over the next 30 seconds.
We have a video review to see if Hartwig's toe was on the line. That is a pivotal review in this ball game because it obviously changes the dynamic of what each coach does if it's a 2-point game versus a 3-point game.
Absolutely. And just of note, the Cardinals only 2 fouls, so they still have to commit 3 more fouls before, they're even in Titans are in the bonus. So important that maybe the Titans can get some time off the clock here too.
They're also checking the time, which is critical. With 29.8, you're barely below the shot clock.
Yeah, either way, the Cardinals are in a situation where they're going to foul here, but it's obviously important in a close game. All the tenths of the seconds matter, so.
Titans are being outscored 24-14 in this fourth quarter. Illinois Wesleyan shooting just 33%. However, on the flip side, North Central 8 of 14 from the field. And they've had 8 free throw attempts. They've made 6.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about. It kept them in the game really in the first half. And then in this fourth quarter, just super aggressive. Got themselves into the bonus early, and then you had Hartwood come off the bench, and it's just been really great for them. She's made some shots. She's been left open, and that really changed the game for them, allowing her to make those looks from the outside. Looks like they're still reviewing, so.
And both coaches honestly not happy about that because while it is an extended timeout, it changes momentum, all the intangibles that you think about in a situation like this. It's one of the things about review. It's great to have, except when you get long, lengthy, and frequent stoppages, that's when it starts to ruffle some feathers.
Yeah, and it kind of just takes the flow out of the game. I don't know if it would ever be possible, to shorten or, put a time limit on it. But if the reviews are ever in your favor and it goes past that time limit, then you're probably not wanting that. But looks like, maybe here we can have some decision. Important to note, too, the arrow favors the Titans. So even in a situation you don't want to throw the ball, even if you're caught in a trap, take the jump ball and keep the possession here.
Officials Johnny Jackson, Megan McClone, and Joshua Rager. Matt Sossler alongside Brittany Carper. They add 0.3 of a second on the clock, but like you said, Brittany, all that does is put the shot clock into effect. It's not that big of a difference. Yeah. Foul called on Simmons-Doxy against Palmer. Like you said, Brittany, the Cardinals have fouls to give.
Yeah, and with that, you can be super aggressive on this next foul because there's not always the chance that the whistle is going to get blown. And so right there, you saw them. They're aggressively trying to go after the basketball, creating an opportunity for a steal.
Third Cardinal foul, so they have one more before the Titans shoot. Into Palmer, and again, are you surprised that North Central's fouling this quick? I know they have them to give.
I don't think so. Maybe a quick pass and a trap to see if you could create the turnover. But in a game where you're down 2, the longer you can lengthen the game, the better opportunity you have to come back. And so I think that's really what they're trying to do here.
Lob pass to Huber, foul on Daly.
So Huber to the line here, which, if you're the Titans, she's taken the most on the team, shooting over 70%. So
a 2-point lead. Some critical free throws for the preseason All-American. 21 points, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Gets the first.
Great looking free throw there. And in a game when they haven't been to the line a ton, these are, definitely important.
Titans 4 of 6 as a team today. And a perfect pair.
2 big free throws there by Lauren Huber. And we're going to see here what Maggie McCloskey backs draws up.
You're in the huddle for North Central, 26 seconds, down a natural 2 scores. What are you drawing up? How fast do you go? Do you try and get a quick 2, extend the game? What's the mindset?
I think with 26 seconds left, that's still a lot of time in this game of basketball. Now, they don't have timeouts, so that does change it a little bit, but I think you're probably going to give the ball here to Simmons-Doxy and see what she can do. She's been unbelievable at getting to the rim, creating for others. Maybe you're setting kind of a crackback screen on the backside for Hartwig for a three. But, again, you just want a basket. It doesn't matter what it looks like at this point in the game. And then if you get the basket, you're immediately trying to create some pressure or a turnover here.
Today is a story that emphasizes the point that has been raised by many basketball theorists, that the game of basketball is decided in between the white lines on the court. It's not decided on a spreadsheet. It's not decided in some simulation. And considering everything that these teams have been through, it proves exactly that. Any given day can prove anything, especially in conference play.
Absolutely, and that's the beautiful thing about sports, really. I mean, I think you've seen it even taken out of context of basketball, but in the college football playoff. You know, teams are deciding those on the field, not necessarily what computers and rankings tell you what, you know, the game should be. Cardinals down 4. Foul called away on Knutson against Biz Daly. That sends the Peoria native to the free throw line. Yeah, and something you don't want there. And that's Knutson's 4th. Yeah, I think she was trying to jam the screen, push her off a little bit too much contact there. But if you're the Cardinals, I mean, that's absolutely what you want. 2 free throws with the clock stopped. So if you're Maya Smith, both of your post players, or 2 of your 3 post players, I should say, a big miss from Daly. 2 of your 3 post players have 4 fouls. Obviously, that missed free throw, we'll see what happens here because it changes the situation dramatically, but how do you manage that position? Yeah, I think at this point you're just subbing in, you know, I mean, 23 seconds left. You're just still trying to play aggressively, rebound the basketball, you know, so it's not going to do it too much, but, you know, someone that can still get you rebounds. And so that's going to be important here over the next 23 seconds. Timeout called by Maya Smith. Both teams are out of timeouts, so the ball cannot be advanced after this inbound from Illinois Wesleyan, and that changes the climate of what you do. It does, you know, but honestly in this situation, after what we assume would be fouls and free throws for the Titans, if they're able to inbound it cleanly, that opens the floor up for North Central. You know, Simmons-Doxy in the open court here is probably favorable, so important that what happens here, if the Titans are able to inbound with free throws, they're getting back defensively. Inbound to White, immediate foul from Sanchez, her 2nd. Both teams in the bonus. Both teams out of timeouts. And it was nice to inbounds there. If you're the Cardinals, maybe a little bit more pressure since you know the Titans were out of timeouts, but Sawyer White flashed and able to get the easy inbound. First trip for the Montini Catholic alum. White, a 76% free throw shooter entering today. To make it officially a 2-score game, you got it. Yeah, really nice free throws there by Sawyer White, and critical ones at that. Simmons-Doxy fouled by Malum. So that puts her at the line with 14 and change on the clock. Yeah, good decision there by Simmons-Doxy. You know, a little flip and a downhill drive, and she was able to get to the free throw line. Still enough time. I think that's probably the last possession you can really play for a 2 if you want to still stay in this game. Simmons-Doxy, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, and these are critical, Brittany. Yeah, and I think you're seeing some of that experience play out here. Titans have been in these situations. You know, they're a veteran team, and they're knocking them down. And conversely, North Central split the last 2 times at the free throw line. It's the difference, assuming the rest of the game goes as is. If those 2 go, it's a 2-point game. Much different story. Down 4, and Kate Palmer heads to the line with 12 on the timer. Absolutely, and that's why, you know, a veteran team like the Titans aren't panicking in this situation. They've been here, and, you know, they know what it takes to make pressure free throws, and I think you're seeing that down the stretch here. They've stepped up and knocked them down. Kennedy Hartway for the Cardinals.
Kate Palmer, her first career double-double. She was the one that iced the game against Trinity. And a chance to do the same here. Can't finish, but gets the first. With 8 seconds, Cardinals have to move. Kiefer, 3-ball, way long, powers with the board, and the clock expires.
Yeah. That was an important thing there. The Titans just didn't want to foul, so a good job there.
The Titans come through in the clutch at the free throw line, nailing 5 of their last 6 free throw attempts. And like we always say, Brittany, when you play a game like this, we talked about it earlier, how basketball is a game not played on a computer. Well, the counter argument is whether you get into the tournament is determined on a computer. If it's an at-large bid, your seeding's determined by a computer. And in the computer's eyes, it's 1 win for the Titans and 1 loss for North Central.
Absolutely, and that's all that matters. You're just trying to win today, and the Titans are going to have games like this. The bullseye is on their back, and so I think that they know that they have to respond to that every time. But down the stretch, a team that didn't get to the free throw line a ton today, so veterans stepped up and really knocked them down when it mattered.
We'll be joined by the newly minted SIUE Hall of Famer Maya Smith, and a player guest following a hard-fought victory for Illinois Wesleyan. Certainly some to be proud of, but a lot to take into Monday's practice ahead of what's going to be a much tougher battle against the Carthage Firebirds.
Yeah, I think, the film is going to teach them a ton. I think there's going to be some defensive lapses that they're going to want back. They let them loose a couple times down the stretch, giving North Central some easy baskets. So
we'll take a quick timeout. Maya Smith and Kate Palmer on the other side on IWSports.com.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care, from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
Post-game following an exhilarating 5-point win for Illinois Wesleyan. Matt Sossler, Brittany Carper, and Kate Palmer following her first career double-double. And Kate, you're just reeling in the milestones. You'll hit the assist one soon, I'm sure. But a game that certainly had you all battle-tested. Take me through it.
Yeah, for sure. Every game we go into, we know we got a target on our back. And North Central, credit to them, they came out, gunning for us. And definitely that's not as close as what we wanted. The win's most important. And something I do love about this team is our will to win and our ability to pull out the win. We just got to clean up a lot of other things and hopefully continue to grow from here on out.
What do you think is the most necessary change for this team heading into Carthage on Wednesday?
I think that we really have to start trusting each other a lot more. We have the chemistry on offense and everything, but on defense, the R&J, I think we have to start to get to the point where we have full trust in everyone on the court. And, I think that kind of happened towards the end there, and that's why we pulled out the win, but it needs to be a full 40 minutes.
Yeah, you guys didn't get to the free throw line a ton, but obviously being, mostly juniors and seniors, talk about the mindset in those situations where you need to knock them down. Just kind of walk through that when you go to the line in those situations.
For sure. I'm always telling my teammates when they're going up, it's just you in the basket. We shoot them all the time in practice, all the time out of practice. We have the reps. It's just about confidence at that point. And there's no reason that anyone should be lacking confidence. So, it's just about building each other up and making sure that they know that they're a big-time player that can make those big-time plays and make the necessary free throws.
You're one of the vocal leaders on this team. This was certainly a game that had a lot of ups and downs. It's a tenor of a game that you could see when your season's on the line. What was your message, the coach's message, in those huddles as you had a big lead, watch it disappear, and then eventually clawed it back?
Yeah, for sure. You never want to let up that lead. But once it started trickling down, it was, all right, pull ourselves together. We're too good for this. Let's get it going. And, have, again, confidence in ourselves. Make the smart plays. Show that we're experienced and have the veteran experience on the court. So kind of just taking it play by play at that point once it gets towards the end of the game and making sure that we're making the right reads and right decisions.
Not to bring up a negative, but you guys struggled again from the three-point line. And I know it's been talked about. As shooters, what are you guys kind of telling yourselves, to kind of get yourself out of that slump?
Yeah, we really have been in the gym a lot, and, I think it's a half of confidence, but also hesitation as well. So we're just telling ourselves, hey, we're good. We be confident. We're all good shooters. Like, just let it fly. Have no second thoughts, And also, I think we've talked about a lot that with the three-pointers, it needs to go inside to the post and then a kick out. Sometimes I think we're hitting them a little early. If it's open, great. But I think that once we get more movement going and get in the flow, it's a lot easier for us three-point shooters to hit the threes.
You have a Carthage team on Wednesday that has had a great start to their season. What's it going to take to keep this going, have a little bit of a learning session in practice over the next few days, and be ready to go against them?
I'm going to say intensity in every category, not just rebounding, not just shooting, not just passing. It's got to be intensity the whole 40 minutes and the will to win and dominate. I think that's a big thing that really needs to happen.
Matt Sossler, Brittany Carper, Kate Palmer following her first career double-double on the post-game show following the Titans' victory over the Cardinals.
Thank you, guys.
Great win. Slide around in these,
Back at the Shirk Center, Matt Sossler, Brittany Carper, and head coach Maya Smith. Coach, an eventful weekend for you, an eventful game for you today. Walk me through this tight victory.
It's never unhappy about a win, but I'm a little bit frustrated with the way we performed today. I just don't think this team typically pays very great detail to the prep, and there was anything but that today. Anything but that.
Focusing on positives, Kate Palmer, her first career double-double, still seeking 200 assists, but passes Nikki Preston for 23rd all-time in scoring, and overall the glue in this game, came up with a few big plays. Take me through her performance.
Yeah, just a really hard-nosed competitor. That's Kate Palmer, and that's how she lives, and that's exactly what she got done for us tonight.
Coach, first off, congrats on the Hall of Fame induction. I know that's a great honor. There's going to be a bullseye in an undefeated season, and do you think some of that pressure, even though you are a veteran team, did you see that kind of come out in the fourth quarter when they were making that run, or kind of walk through how you talked them through that?
They made a lot of runs in that.
Yeah.
I think we had 2 15-point leads at one time, and then it's back down to now a 3-point game. So, I don't know if it's a bullseye. I'm sure that there is on our back. But the thing with this game tonight is I probably should have talked. I'm not kidding you. I should have talked in opposites. If I wanted them to foul, I should have said don't foul. Just the execution in this team is way better than we proved today. That's what I'm frustrated about.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
Turning the page to Carthage on Wednesday. Before I do that, talk about your Hall of Fame honoree, SIUE stout multi-sport athlete, heading down there yesterday and getting the honor?
It was a really nice event. They did an excellent job. My family was able to go, so that was really wonderful. And I felt bad missing practice, and then the closer this game got, that certainly was going through my head if I chose something personal. The girls said to go. They said they would take care of it, so I went. But thank you.
Carthage on Wednesday, your former team, the Firebirds that have been out to a great start so far this season. What's going to take to fix any of the mishaps and be ready to go to play Titan basketball in a few days?
I think opening up our ears. I'm going to go right back to it. They need to start doing the things they're asked to do, and today was there's not a one of them over there that can disagree with me on this. They know they did not, and I don't know if they just try to take too much of it into their own control, but we can help them, and we've had those conversations. Let us help you. We can give you a little bit of an advantage, so we'll work on that for sure in 2 days.
Maya Smith on the post-game show. Brittany and I will dissect a Titan victory when we come back on IWSports.com.
Hi, Grandma Felina.
Dating, domestic violence, and stalking. All right, pay attention. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the tools of the trade, from foam fingers in the wave to the super secret wave. How's that for a course description? Lesson 1, your game starts long before the opening whistle, so arrive prepared. 2, if something piques your interest, raise your hand. And 3, work in groups. NCAA championships, attendance is encouraged, passion is mandatory. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
Student Senate and learning more about the awareness and
Post-game from the Shirk Center following the Titans' 80-75 win over North Central. Matt Sosler alongside Brittany Carper. We just heard from Kate Palmer and head coach Maya Smith. And Brittany, before I get your thoughts, this sounds like a team that knows they have a lot to clean up over the next 3 days, and being a veteran team, you view that as a positive?
Absolutely. I think they understand. Certainly happy with the win, not happy with the performance, and that was echoed by both Kate and Coach Smith. And so I think over the next couple of days, that's going to be probably reiterated in practice and just cleaning up. And we talked about it several times in the game. They let some of those North Central players loose, did what they wanted to do, like Coach Smith's foul, and so being mostly juniors and seniors and understanding what's at stake, I think you'll see a different team come out on Wednesday.
If you're in practice the next 2 days, what is your main focus, knowing you have to prep for a good team, but also knowing that if you come out and play the same way that you did today, you might have a 1 in the loss column?
I think certainly just a lot of defensive lapses. We talked about it, leaving players open, not coming out to shooters and not making those adjustments. And so I think that was mostly scout-driven, if I had to guess, judging by Coach Smith's post-game comments as well. And so I think you're going to see probably a lot more attention to detail on the defensive end.
The Titans come away with the win, improved to 15-0 overall, 6-0 in the CCIW. North Central's tight loss drops them to 6-8, 2-3 in conference. Brittany, before I briefly go through the leading scorers, your final thoughts?
Credit North Central first off for fighting back in that game, down double digits and certainly made it interesting down the stretch. But also, the Titans have been there and done that, and they showed that down the stretch as well. And so I think a game you're certainly not pleased with, but happy at the end of the day. Nobody cares, like we said. All that matters is you won today, and, regroup, focus, practice, and be ready to go on Wednesday.
North Central outscores Illinois Wesleyan 26-19 in the fourth quarter. For Illinois Wesleyan, Lauren Huber, second time in the last week that she's put up 20 or more. She finished with 23. Kate Palmer, 16 and 10, her first career double-double. Katie Knudsen, 10 points, 4 boards. Sawyer White, 9 points to go along with 2 steals. For North Central, they had a lot going on in double digits. Biz Daly finished with 19 and 10, yet another double-double. Same with Jocelyn Trotter, 16 and 10, and then Jocelyn Simmons-Doxey, 13 points and 1 rebound. The Titans go back to practice, and then they'll remain home at Shirk Center, take on Carthage on Wednesday, a pivotal game in terms of separation in the CCIW for the Titans, wrapping up a 3-game homestand in which the Titans aim to go 3-0. However, it's not the end of our doubleheader. The Titan men take the court in just a few minutes. Eric Stock and Joel Swanson on the call for that one as the Titan men look to ride high following their win over North Park during the midweek. For our entire crew in Bloomington, Tyler Wilson, our director, Katie Gonzalez, and the entire athletic communications staff, and Brittany Carper, I'm Matt Sossler. The Titans escape with a 5-point victory, 80-75 over North Central, and we'll talk to you on Wednesday, pregame at 6:45 right here on IWSports.com.